There is a rule many villages do not write down because writing makes it sound optional. When the forest calls your name, you must never answer. Not during the day, not at night, not even if the voice sounds familiar. This story is about a village that forgot why that rule existed. It happened in a place called Agbowole, a farming settlement surrounded on 3 sides by forest. The forest had always been there, older than the village, older than the paths that cut through it. Elders said the forest was not evil, but it was not empty either. People entered it to hunt, to gather firewood, to escape the heat, and most returned. But sometimes, someone would come back quieter than before, or return with memories that did not belong to them. That was why children were warned early. If the forest speaks, you keep walking. For many years, the rule worked, until the night the forest used a voice everyone trusted. Her name was Bímbọ. She was not careless. She was not rebellious. She was tired.
Bímbọ had lived in Agbowole all her life. She knew the sounds of the forest, insects, birds, branches rubbing together. So, when she heard her mother's voice calling her name that night, she knew immediately something was wrong. Her mother had been dead for 11 years. Still, the voice was perfect. Not loud, not threatening, just familiar. Bímbọ, come. She froze in her heart pounding, listening. The elder said the first call is always gentle. She remembered that. She did not answer, but the voice did not leave. It returned the next night, and the night after that. Each time closer, each time more patient. By the 5th night, it sounded tired, as if whatever was calling had been waiting a very long time. That was when Bímbọ made her mistake. She whispered, "Who is there?" The forest went quiet. Then it replied. The reply did not come from one direction. It came from everywhere at once. Not words, understanding. Bímbọ felt it in her chest before she heard it. You remembered me. From that night, the forest no longer waited to be invited. Bímbọ began to hear it even during the day. In water, in wind, in silence between conversations. She started forgetting things, simple things, where she placed objects, names of people she had known since childhood. People noticed. Her shadow began to lag behind her movements. Animals avoided her path. When elders finally questioned her, she told the truth. She had answered. No one scolded her. They only became afraid, because answering was not the worst part. Listening was. The elders gathered and spoke of something they had not mentioned in decades. Long ago, the forest had been promised something. Not land, not blood. Attention. The village had stopped listening. They cut deeper, built closer, forgot the agreement. Now the forest was collecting voices, not bodies. Voices, memories, presence. Bímbọ was not being taken. She was being learnt, prepared. When the forest finished with her, it would speak like her to others. Bímbọ walked into the forest at dawn, not running, not afraid. When people followed, they found no struggle, only her footprints and then none. After that, the forest grew quiet again,
but the rule returned, stronger, clearer. If the forest calls your name, keep walking, because some places do not want your body, they want your voice.
These stories were not created, they were remembered. If you are listening, it means the forest has not learned your voice yet. Follow Echoes After Midnight for African stories told as warnings before silence learns your name.